In my elementary school and high school and first years of faculty, I was learning French language. French language, it means I learning 11 years because I started fourth grade, fourth degree in the elementary school, and it is 5, 4, 9, 10 years with one faculty. It is 10 years French. But in my job, like electronics, I didn't need French in practice. On the faculty, uh, I for diploma I need English, and through faculty I need English, and I start learning English by myself. There was one book in that time, effortless English, like a name of club of Professor A.J.Hoge, Effortless English Club. Effortless English Club. All books in that time was very popular books. Effortless for Germany, effortless for French, effortless English. And I take it books some years, many years, take with myself, without cassettophone, only text, small lessons, dialogues, but without voice, without listening. It was my learning, start my learning of English. Maybe one semester, two semesters, I was on the evening school, but more times I was out of the town, out of the house, and I must learning and traveling. And that book was excellent with me. Yeah, I start read a book, I have dictionary, and reading book, how it go. First look at every word, after that less and less take dictionary. After some times, some years, some books, reading books without looking at dictionary. We don't need know all words in the sentence. It is only we must know minimum of words about sentence. But sometimes we must know minimum of words in paragraph, not in sentence. We must understand what book is about, and reading goes continuously without problem. Where we have big interest and a lot of unknown words, take dictionary and look at every word and resolve that what author said in that sentence. In school, learning French, that learning was from book also. I have an excellent professor who speak from the first step in the class. They spoke in French. It is assieds-toi, lève-toi. It was excellent, and I now know how much important was that speaking of professors. But at home, homework, I make homework. It was with pen and in the notes. It was questions, it was blank space in the sentence where we must make correct compose of temps, compose of temps. I think it is a name for uh, compatible to know make correct grammar with more temps. Present, perfect, future, etc. It was very, I think it was very hard. And now, with the method, effortless method of A.J., that effortless method of A.J. today, Professor A.J. is listening, and listening. This method opened my eye about language. Opened my eye in a correct method of learning strange language. It is by listening. And opened my eye about language like something memorized. Language, no, there is no connection with memorize. Memorize is impossible. Memorize language because if we memorize, tomorrow after 1 hour, our memory is empty and coming other word and other sentence, and memorize is nothing for language. But language is automatically processed. People is a robot for language. People is automatic for language. Listening, and automatically our mind learning without us. Learning, and after some time of listening, mind is possible send word on our mood, and that word coming out with practice better and better. It is true about language. What told us, what said us our Professor A.J.Hoge, and in my schooling time and a lot of after that, I think about language like memorize, and me like mathematician and physics, and it was not interesting memorize. I learning with understanding. I understand mathematics, understand physics, and it was very interesting for me. And the language was a category only for school, not for my interest. It was wrong. Many people thinking about around me, and thinking too wrong thinking was popular. Language is memorize, and for language you must be talent. And I said myself on the start, you don't like memorize, and you are not talent for language. This second is true. And it is wrong. I see now, listening to A.J.Hoge, that same problem today also. All school work learn in all world, because professor learning people all around world and travel and learning in the class. Traditional method, he saw that every school in the world today learning from the book, and he said language we must learn by ear, not by eye. Our ears are for listening and for language, learning language, are not our eye. In the school, we learn from the by eye, looking at the book, writing, uh, homeworking, writing in the space. In the sentence, there is a blank space where we must write correct time of verb or correct preposition or object, etc. It is not natural learning of language. It's nothing, and because of that, we don't know speaking. Years after years, we are same in speaking strange language. We don't know strange language. Because of that, I start now learn by pronunciation, and I see absolutely new word. It was for me interesting, very interesting. I would like study now, study language. Language, it is. I develop language like developing mind language first time in my life. Learning by pronunciation. In pronunciation is a real language, a rhythm, accent, pronounce every word, connect many words, say like one word, and all that rhythm is like music, and it's very pity what we through school not thinking like that, and not was learned like was been learned like that, have been learned that strange language is not memorized but listening, and that we didn't more listen, and that language didn't have more important for us. After, through my work, technology was very important. And all literate coming in English, and I buy magazines from America and a lot of books in programming, read and learning. It was my job, and I think for me was was important only through I reading that book. But now, when I must make video, and when I want to make video in English language for all people around the world, now I want to speak fluently. Because of that, I started 3 years ago, learning English by pronunciation. And this my speech, this my talking is result of that 3 years of listening. And I made about 40. It recommended, my professor A.J.Hoge recommend us make continuously 40 public speeches. And for me it is very interesting, make that public speech on YouTube, and look at after 1 month, 2 months, look at how I improve in my public speech, in my public pronouncing, my public talk, uh, and you can